as a lawyer, we also advise our client to sue. This 50% you can win. So, well, that's what I look at this, in this case, but well, may or may not be correct, but that's just my point of view. Please.
Generally, is it advisable to have an application-specific patent or a very broad one? Like, say, suppose something which I do in semiconductor equipment may match for aerospace also. So, is it wise for me to only cover my industry or just do it as a more blanket one?
If I understand the question correctly, you mean that when you draft a patent, you try to as broad as possible to cover all kind of possibility, right? And that's the right attitude to do so. I mean that when you draft your patent to a specific purpose, then the other guys apply in different field. Well, in common practice and legal practice, which means they are not actually using the same technology. You are allowed to use the existing technology to a new field. Even if you use the existing technology to a new field, it's a patentable. What does that mean? It means that whenever you are using existing technology to out of the boundary of the scope of the claim, then you are not infringing. You are not falling into the scope of protection. Therefore, draft as broad as possible. That's why I'm saying that when sometimes you're too broad, that even yourself cannot recognize. That may constitute a very good patent, but it takes a good lawyer to do so. But again, I would like to mention, David just left, that the European system applies different philosophy. In Europe, they want your patent be written in a very precise, concise manner. But in US, they wanted the patentee or the patent owner to assume all the writing responsibility. Therefore, any missing in the writing or in the drafting, then they will lose the protection. Then the patent owner has to carry responsibility for it. Therefore, you have to write as broad as possible. Then the other thing you can see, there's very lengthy patent keep coming out, right? Just want to prevent others from designing around and so on and so forth. But USPTO is not foolish at all. Now they charge very high for such a lengthy patent.
It may be useful for you to tell us why Taiwanese companies are filing so many patents in China.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you for reminding me. Well, as you know, we have been sued by U.S. firm for more than 2 decades. All the experience we learned from the lawsuit came from the U.S. 15 years ago, again, I want to tell a story. 15 years ago, we taught our students how to protect ourselves, not infringing U.S. patent. 5 years ago, we taught our students how to sue American companies. Nowadays, we teach our students how to sue American companies, even if we don't have a patent. But I guess we still need to learn from them. They can sue us even if they are infringing our patent. Okay, you see the difference? I mean, but see, the point is, again, China is growing very fast, rapid pace. And a lot of people, especially European country and Americans, don't quite trust China's IP protection region. They don't consider that that area can protect quite well. So they kind of reluctant to file patent there. The Chinese company are kind of smart. We file all kinds of patent there. If we are sued in the U.S., then we sue them in China. So as a matter of fact, Park just mentioned one thing. IP litigation actually globalized. It's a worldwide issue. Quite a few times when we were sued in U.S., then the Chinese company was sued U.S. company in England, in Germany. We try to counterbalance it. In Chinese term we call terrorist balance. You want to balance in terrifying each other. So if we have, especially when you file a patent in China, it's much cheaper, much easier. So nowadays we are fighting back from China. See, so Taiwan and China has to be united together. Well, legally or industry, instead of political. That would be the problem. Okay, that's how we manage our global WISE pattern.
Thank you very much. I think what we will do now is to thank Professor Liu. Here's a very small token from the library.
Thank you very much. All right. There's another announcement. The next seminar actually is the 1st of November. It's a breakfast seminar with the Chief Operating Officer of Dr. Francis Yu of National Research Foundation. It's a breakfast seminar. This year got to pay. Not a lot. Right? But if you're interested to know about the National Research Foundations, what's their strategy program and how they do funding and what they focus on, then 1st of November, breakfast seminar. I'm not sure whether it's here or it's at the port. Likely to be at the port. Right? They're a very good view for breakfast. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much. Those of you with the funny color strips, that's our new feedback form. If you can, you just choose one of the icons and just return it to us. You can leave it, the icons on the chairs, we'll collect it. Thank you all and have a very good evening.